The organizations and the leaders I get to work with are usually masters at transaction. We don't get called in as consultants to help them be better at their transactions. We're called in because the transactions themselves have become a spell, a limitation. And the transactions have become part of the problem because people have lost perspective. We come in and we work at a different perspective, which is the perspective of transformation. Now, think about the perspective of transaction. Transaction is why we get rewarded, because we're good at doing things, because we're good at getting things done, we're good at giving this and getting something back. If we're really good at transaction, we become more successful, we are promoted, we're moved up. But transactions have a limitation inherent in them, in that it's like working with blinders on. We're focused on the task, we're focused on the discrete element, and we lose the larger context, which is the context of transformation. I'll give you an example. Daniel Pink has come out with a best-selling book this past year called Drive. And in it he talks about motivation 1.0, which is survival, motivation 2.0, which is the carrot and the stick, reward and punishment, and motivation 3.0. Motivation 3.0 is about intrinsic motivation. It's about driving organizations to a higher level of engagement and performance. Now, what the research is showing is that modern management and modern leadership is about 50 years behind modern science. Modern science has already shown that the extrinsic motivators of survival, reward, and punishment, the transactional mode, work to the extent they work. But when you have more complex problems, when you need more cerebral activity and problem solving, when you have to have more innovation and creative thinking, the carrot and the stick and survival, motivation 1.0 and 2.0, degrade the ability to engage people in innovative thinking in higher levels of engagement. So here's the challenge. Motivation 3.0, which is the transformational perspective, is when we step up to a higher level of functioning. And there are three drivers of that have been identified in the literature. One is core purpose. Why am I here? What's my legacy? What's the core purpose of this business? How do we contribute? When people are focused on purpose, they're focused in the transformational realm, which is the realm of significance, and it allows them to look at what they're doing, transactions, in a new perspective and bring innovative thinking to it. A second driver of that, in that realm of transformation, is a sense of personal mastery. That doing what I'm doing, working with you, being coached by you, I get to be more and do more. And that perspective of being more and doing more, it feeds the energy and enthusiasm, and I bring that to life in what I do. Again, enabling and enhancing transactions. And finally, autonomy, a sense of autonomy. I have some say-so. I have some say-so in my destiny. I have some say-so in my job. I have some freedom. That freedom and autonomy with personal mastery, with purpose, that sense of significance drives transactions in a way that you can't drive it when you're stuck with your blinders on or your head in a bucket, which is the realm of transaction. Yes, we're going to be very discreet. We're going to be very fine. We're going to be very disciplined. Let's not forget the larger container, the larger context of what we do. How can we hold that in that larger perspective in a way that brings meaning and significance into daily inactivity into meaning and significance, so that they inform and enrich each other? That takes engagement, it takes creativity, it takes innovation in an organization to a whole other level.